Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Never Give Up Edu. So today I'm going to start a new topic, that is solar system series. So today is part 1. The topic for today is planets of our solar system. So the information regarding each of the planet is very important for all the examinations, either it conducted in the state of Assam or nationally. Because there are lots of information about the planets that are being already asked, and these informations are yet important for examination like UPSC, APSC, and other state exams and exams conducted nationally. So kindly watch the video till end, and if you like the video, press the thumbs up, and to never miss a update, press the bell icon to my channel and subscribe to my channel. Let's begin. So this is a picture of our solar system. So here you can see the Kuiper belt, asteroid belt, series, comets, and names of all the planets and sun. So I have already discussed in my previous videos about sun, about series, about asteroid belt, about Kuiper belt, and one more zone, that is Goldilocks zone. So I have already discussed about Goldilocks zones and other various important figures in the solar system. So kindly watch the other videos in this series named Universe series, so that you can find a clear picture what I'm going to make you understand, or what I'm going to teach you, or what I'm trying to inculcate into you. Because we have lots of information regarding solar system, but all information are not important for examination perspective. So it is very important for you to understand which kind of information are important for examination perspective, so that you can secure a good rank. So kindly watch this video up to end to understand the planets of solar system. So let's begin. So first of all, some of the basic informations of our solar system. So our solar system has one planet, has 8 planets and one star called Sun, and 8 planets, namely Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, and 5 dwarf planets. So dwarf planets are those planets which do not qualify for calling them as a true planet or as a large planet. So earlier Pluto was regarded as a planet, but recently Pluto has been discarded from that definition of planet due to some various reasons. So now Pluto is regarded as a dwarf planet. So there are 5 dwarf planets known to us, that is Pluto, Ceres, Haumea, Makemake, and Eris. So you have to remember the names very clearly. So these are all dwarf planets. So if some questions come like which of the following pairs are regarded as dwarf planet, so if you cannot find the name of these 5 planets, so that option will be wrong. So any option that includes any name of from these 5 names will be the right option. So Pluto, Ceres, Haumea, Makemake, and Eris. So as I have already discussed in previous videos, there are 185 moons or natural satellites of our solar system that is known to us, and others are yet to be discovered. There are 5,66,000 asteroids as of now, revolving between Mars and Jupiter, and 3,100 comets. So I have already discussed about asteroids, comets, and meteoroids in my previous videos of Universe series. So kindly watch those videos also for a clear understanding and preconceptual knowledge. So let's begin. So facts of Mercury. So Mercury is the first planet from Sun. If you take Sun as a center, so the first ring or the first elliptical size, the name of that planet is Mercury. So Mercury is very important for this following facts. A year in Mercury is 88 days, yet a Mercury day is 176 Earth days. You can see the information here is a year in Mercury is only 88 days. So 88 days, but yet a Mercury day. So a day in Mercury. I have already discussed about space time in my previous videos of the universe series. So a day in Mercury is 176 days in Earth. So if we live for 176 days on Earth, it will be equal to 1 Mercury day on Mercury. So if a person is in Mercury, so and in Earth, so the person in Mercury will have 1 day. For the person in Earth will have 176 days. So that is the difference. So you can understand how many Earth days will be a year for Mercury. Now, Mercury is the smallest planet in the solar system. So Mercury is the smallest planet in the solar system. So you can see in this picture. So this is Mercury. So which is very small in size. So Mercury is the smallest planet in solar system with a diameter of 4,876 kilometer and is one of the 5 planets that is visible to naked eyes. So there are all total 5 planets in our solar system which are visible to through naked eyes that for a person on Earth, and Mercury is one of them. Now, some other informations. The planet has just a 38% of the gravity on Earth. So Mercury has a very low gravity actually. So it is just 38% of Earth's gravity. So the amount of Earth's gravity, as for example is 100%. If so, then Mercury will have only 38% of it in comparison to Earth. So Mercury has no moons, that means no natural satellites or rings around it because of its low gravity and lack of atmosphere. So what are two informations? It has low gravity and it has lack of atmosphere. For this reason, it don't have any moons or rings as of now, or we can see from Earth through any telescope or other terrestrial technological items. So we cannot find a moon or a natural satellite of Mercury. So this information is very important. If a question come like that, which of the following planets do not have a natural satellite? So your answer will always be Mercury. And there is one more planet that also don't have ring. We'll discuss in the next slides. So some other facts. The orbit of Mercury is an ellipse rather than circular. So what we believe that all the planets revolve around the sun in a circular path, but we can see I have drawn a diagram that is nearly circular, but it is not almost circular. So this kind of shape, which is oval or which is not circular but round but oval, is ellipse. So in a Mercury revolves around the sun in a elliptical path rather than a this kind of circular path. This is not Mercury's path. This is Mercury's path. So Mercury is only the second hottest planet. So though it is near to sun, but it is not the hottest planet because Mercury lacks atmosphere, as we have already understood in the previous slide. Mercury lacks atmosphere, so it cannot regulate its temperature. So Mercury is the second hottest planet. In next slide we will understand which is the first hottest planet. Now, Mercury has a large iron core that is about 40% of its volume. So, what is basically is Mercury? Mercury is a ball of iron, and the entire mass of Mercury or the volume of Mercury is about iron, and that it contains 40% of it. So, the largest element that is found on Mercury is iron. That is also a very important information. Mercury is the only planet which does not rotate exactly once every year. So Mercury is the only planet on our solar system which does not rotate exactly once every year. Instead, rotating 3 times for every 2 orbits of Sun. So it rotates for 3 times for every 2 orbits or time. So if there are if we take this as an orbit, so Mercury will revolve along this orbit for 2 times rather than 1 time. So our Earth revolves for one time taking 365 days, but Mercury would revolve around our Sun for 2 times every year. So that phenomenon is only applicable to Mercury. So Mercury is the only planet having those figures. Now, space missions to Mercury. This is very important because till date only 2 space missions are successful getting into Mercury. So let's see. So 1974-75, this data is been collected from NASA website. So Mariner 10, so it was a spacecraft that was launched an expedition to Mercury, photographs roughly half of Mercury's surface during 3 flybys. So it make 3 voyages to Mercury, flybys that is it flew around Mercury for 3 times, and it photographed half of Mercury's surface. Now second one was 2008-2009 Messenger's expedition observed Mercury during 3 flybys. So Mariner 10 and Messenger were two spacecraft or two expeditions that were being able to send to Mercury as of now. And the third one, which was sent recently, it is very important for current affairs perspective. 2008, Bepi Colombo. So Bepi Colombo launches with a target date for Mercury orbit insertion of 2025. So Bepi Colombo is the third expedition launched with a target date for Mercury orbit insertion of 2025. So in 2018, Bepi Colombo was launched, and it was launched for Mercury orbit insertion. And when it will reach Mercury orbit, it will reach in 2025. So now is 2020, and after 5 years, it will reach in Mercury. Now the second planet, that is Venus. So that was all for about Mercury. So all these informations that I have collected and I have analyzed from examination perspective. But Mercury has many other informations, but all those informations are not important for examination perspective, and it is very important for candidates to understand the necessary information from an examination perspective, because just merely reading a information and collecting a junk will not work to give you a good rank or a good position in competitive exams. So you have to understand how to discard unnecessary informations and to take the necessary informations. So I have made all these videos in that line or in that perspective, so that it will be highly fruitful for your competitive exams. Now come facts about Venus. So Venus is the brightest planet in the solar system. So Venus is the brightest planet in the solar system and is the third brightest object visible from Earth after Sun and the Moon. So it is the third visible object visible from Earth after Sun and Moon, because it has the highest albedo. So albedo is a phenomenon that reflection of sun's light from the surface due to highly reflective sulfuric acid that covers its atmosphere. So what is Venus all about? So Venus is all about reflective sulfuric acid that covers its atmosphere. So Venus atmosphere is basically sulfuric acid. So nature of sulfuric acid is reflective. So that's why it's reflect the sun's atmosphere or light through the process called albedo. So it is visible from Earth as a brightest planet. Venus is sometimes called Earth's sister planet or Earth's twin because of their similar size, mass, proximity to Earth. So who is called as Earth's twin? So Venus is called Earth's twin because they have similar size, approximately similar size, mass, and proximity to Sun. So closeness to Sun. Proximity means closeness. One day on Venus lasts 243 Earth days. So you can see here. So one day on Venus. So one day on Venus is 243 Earth days. So that means if you spend 243 days on Earth, one person in Venus will spend only one day. So if Venus becomes somehow habitable in near future by some scientific marvels, so a person in Venus will have only one day, whereas a person on Earth will have 243 days, because Venus spins backwards. So what is the next important information? The next important information is that Venus spins backwards. That means it revolves around the sun in the backward, with its sun rising in the west and settling in the east. So on Earth, the sun rises in the east and settle in the west, but in case of Venus it is opposite, because the sun rises in the west and settle in the east. Now, it takes 225 days for Venus to go all the way around the sun. That means that a day on Venus is a little longer than a year on Venus. So it takes 225 days for Venus to go all around the sun. That means to revolve around the sun, Venus needs 225 days. That means a day on Venus is a little longer than a year. So a day in Venus is longer than a year because you can see a day in Venus is 243 Earth days, but it takes only 225 Earth days for Venus to revolve around the sun. So you can see where the duration of day is longer than duration of year on Venus. So Venus has no moons and no rings. So like Mercury, Venus also don't have any moons or rings. And the reason for this is quite different from Mercury. We will understand in next slide. Venus is by far the hottest planet on the solar system. So why it is so hottest? It has the densest atmosphere of the four terrestrial planets. Out of the four terrestrial planets, what are terrestrial planets? I have already discussed in previous videos of universe series. You can watch that to understand what are terrestrial planets. The atmospheric pressure at planet's surface is 92 times that of Earth. So Earth have a atmosphere. So the atmosphere on Venus is 92 times more pressure than Earth. Earth. This is because of the greenhouse effect arising from high concentration of CO2 and thick atmosphere. So this is because the high atmospheric pressure on Venus is due to the effect of greenhouse arising from high concentration of CO2. So Venus have high concentration of CO2 and thick atmosphere. So atmospheric pressure is much greater than Earth on Venus. So it has densest atmosphere, and due to that it is the hottest planet of all the four terrestrial planets that are existed or that are still existing on a solar system. And one of the very interesting fact about Venus is that it is sometimes called the morning or the evening star in the ancient text or the ancient scripts. So sometime you can see it with your naked eyes in the evening or in the morning, or sometime in the broad daylight also. So if you love to see these terrestrial or celestial objects on sky, so sometimes you will come across Venus also. So Venus will be more brighter than sun, so that object will be Venus. So that's all for today. In the next video of solar system series part 2, we will learn about remaining planets of our solar system, which are very important for all examinations. So kindly subscribe, like, comment, and press the bell icon to never give up. So you can subscribe to my channel by directly typing this URL or the link to your web browser. So if you like this video, kindly press the thumbs up, and to never miss a update, kindly press the bell icon. And if you have any queries regarding the solar system, kindly comment down below. Thank you.